This microcredential deals with identifying types and characteristics of soils and soil components and consists of 5 targeted skills. This targeted skill addresses soil types. Soil is classified by its properties, such as texture, chemistry, and geology. The latter deals with how the soil was formed and changed over time. A typical landscape can have different soils with complex properties. The Soil Conservation Service of the U.S. Department of Agriculture conducts and publishes soil surveys, usually one for each county in the United States. Soil texture refers to the proportion of sand, silt, and clay. These components determine particle size. Sand is the largest particle overall, but it does vary in size and feels gritty to the touch. Clay is the smallest particle and will clump and feel sticky. Silt is granular, with a size between sand and clay. It has a silky texture. Soil texture relates to the stability and drainage of the soil, which is important to know when planning to use a piece of land. Soil chemistry relates to chemical reactions that occur in the top layer of soil. The soil particles and organic matter, that is, carbon-based components, bind to chemicals in the soil. Chemical activity is measured by the pH, a measure of acidity or alkalinity. Adding lime to a soil, called liming, will change an acidic soil to a balanced, neutral soil once it reaches a pH of 7, which is desirable pH for many plants. Some plants, such as azaleas and rhododendrons, prefer acidic soils. Other plants, such as lilacs and crocuses, prefer alkaline soil for optimal growth. Geology of soil refers to characteristics of the bedrock from which the soil originates. Climate and geography also influence soil formation. For example, limestone bedrock weathers quickly, forming fertile limestone soils. Shale soils are more shallow, fine-textured, and acidic. Plant roots, soil microbes, such as bacteria and fungi, plus other larger organisms like earthworms, need oxygen from the air spaces in the soil. When soil is subject to foot or vehicular traffic, such as with cars or heavy equipment, it becomes compacted. This means less airspace in the soil. Roots cannot penetrate compacted layers of soil. The soil surface will harden to form a hard crust. When it rains, water will run off of the surface crust and will not infiltrate to plant roots. With less air and decreased infiltration of water in the soil, plants will die. Also, when rainwater runs off the soil crust, it will take some topsoil with it and cause soil erosion. To prevent this loss of topsoil, it is important to keep living roots in the ground so as to protect and hold this soil. The plants that will be useful for reducing erosion are perennials and cover crops, such as alfalfa, that are grown to hold and protect the soil. Mulching around a plant area can help to enrich or maintain healthy soil. Mulch is made up of decaying leaves, bark, or compost. On a final note, it is important to know the characteristics of soil before planning its use. Different soils are classified by the various drainage, chemical, and nutrient characteristics. Understanding the complex interactions within soil helps us to know how to maintain healthy soil to nourish the plants we need.